Hey guys, Rebecca here. Welcome back to And a Sprinkle of Love. Today I'm going to be starting a new, I guess, kind of series, I suppose we could call it. Going to be sharing with you 5 of our favorite kind of fix it and forget it slow cooker meals and 5 of our favorite make ahead breakfasts. Just something to kind of help that time crunch at this busy time of year. We're going back to school, we're getting back into all of our activities, and sometimes it's just nice to have a few things that you just don't have to think about, and dinner sometimes just needs to be one of them. But this is something that you can throw together or prep the night before and just throw it on in the morning, and maybe with the extra step or two at the end, you can literally just put the lid on and forget it and just go about your day. So today I'm going to share with you my slow cooker. It's a chicken corn chowder. It's definitely a family favorite. It's pretty simple. Like I said, you can prep all of this night before and just literally stick it in your crock pot or your slow cooker, put the lid on it, put it in your fridge, and in the morning just, turn it on to low and then you're set. So the first thing you want to do is just set your crock pot to low, and you want to spray it with some nonstick spray. And then what you're going to do, and I'll have the link to my recipe down below so you can see exactly, so you can have the exact recipe. So I'll link that down below. But what I have here is I have 2 chicken breasts just kind of diced into bite-sized pieces. We're just going to kind of stick that in the slow cooker here. And then I have 1 pound of red potatoes. Definitely just dice it up into bite-sized pieces and just wash it well and just leave the skin on. We're just gonna stick that in too. And then we also have just some corn, just some kerneled corn. You could use canned corn, you could use frozen corn, use what you have. This is about 2 cups. I have 2 medium-sized carrots just diced into, a little smaller than bite-sized pieces. Just stick that in. I also have 2 stalks of celery, also diced. I also have 1 onion. Use whatever kind of onion you want. This is just a regular yellow cooking onion. Okay, we're going to stick that down in there and move some of the stuff out of my way. And then we're going to stir in 4 cups of chicken broth. It's in my pan here because it was just some homemade broth I had in my freezer. So I just went ahead and just kind of heated it up a little bit. So I didn't put it in here frozen, but I'm sure you certainly can. Okay, and then we have all kinds of goodies here. We have, this is about 2 cloves of garlic. Use 2 to 3 cloves, as garlicky as you like it. Let's put that in. And then we also have, some black pepper. This is about a ½ teaspoon. Some thyme, a ½ teaspoon. Oregano, a ½ teaspoon. I'm just starting off with a ½ teaspoon of salt. This is something you might just want to adjust to taste at the end. And then I have 1 bay leaf, and I'm just going to add all that in. And for the best part of the whole recipe is I have about 4 to 5 strips of bacon cooked and crumbled and drained. This is going to give it a nice smoky flavor. If you don't have bacon, you can certainly just use ham. It will or leave it out if you prefer to keep it a little bit more healthy, I guess, without the bacon. But this just adds a really nice depth of flavor, and there's not a lot. And then I just like to get all the spices all mixed in. Kind of get that bay leaf down there. And then I'm just going to put the lid on, and you're going to let this cook for about, I'm going to say you're going to cook it between 7 to 8 hours on low. I've never tried cooking it on high, but I'm sure it'd be about 4 hours on high if that's the route you wanted to take. So we're gonna let this go. About 30 minutes before it's done, there's gonna be just one more little step. I'm going to be adding some half and half and some cornstarch just to give it like a really creamy, just a really nice, lovely, creamy consistency. So I'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. So we'll see you in about 7 or 8 hours. Okay guys, so here is the soup. It's been cooking for about 6.5 hours or so. It smells and looks delicious. Everything is done and cooked beautifully in here now. So the last thing, I just want to give it a quick little stir just to check. So the last thing you want to do is at the very end, you're going to take a little slurry of cornstarch and half and half, or half and half. And you're going to add this to the soup. This is going to thicken it, make it, you know, chowder consistency. And then you're just to add a little bit more richness, you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. Now you just wanna kind of stick that down in there, give it a good stir. And I think right now I'm gonna kind of, because my bay leaf is at the top, I'm just gonna kind of dig out my bay leaf. But it's no big deal if it's not there. You can take it out later. Give it a good stir. And then you're just gonna pop the lid back on, give it another 30 minutes, and then it'll be dinner time, and I'll show you what it looks like all dished up. Okay, so it is just about done. So here is the chowder. Upon standing, the sauce will, or the liquid will thicken up a little bit more, but it's really lovely. It smells good, and the vegetables are actually cooked beautifully, but still but still keep their shape. So nothing is mushy, everything is yummy. So here it is. We'll just serve it with a little bit of green onion on top. You can also serve it a little bit of cheese or some extra bacon if you want to. And if you want this recipe, just I'll leave a link to my blog post down below for the printable recipe. Be blessed and be a blessing. See you next time.